There's nothing quite like the joy of being a grandparent, is there? Those little faces lighting up when they see you, the way they run into your arms. It's pure magic. But here's something I've noticed lately. The days of simple storybooks and board games are changing. Now, when our grandkids visit, they're just as likely to be glued to a tablet as they are to play with the toys we carefully set out for them. It can feel overwhelming, can it? One minute you're trying to figure out how to work your new smartphone, and the next, your 6-year-old grandchild is showing you some app you've never heard of. But here's the good news. You don't need to become a tech expert to be an amazing grandparent in this digital age. You just need to know a few simple do's and don'ts to keep that special connection strong while keeping them safe. Let's start with something really important. Do set boundaries with devices. Now, I'm not saying you should ban tablets or smartphones completely. After all, technology is part of their world. But think about how you might create some tech-free zones or times when they're with you. Maybe it's no devices at the dinner table, or the first hour of their visit is always screen-free. What matters is that they know when they're with you, they get your full attention, and they learn to give theirs too. Here's a little story from my own life. My granddaughter Emma used to walk in the door already watching videos on her mom's phone. One day, I started a new tradition. We'd bake cookies together as soon as she arrived. At first, she'd ask for her tablet while the cookies were in the oven. But now, she runs straight to the kitchen, asking what we're making today. Those screens can wait, but these childhood moments won't. Now, here's a don't. That's equally important. Don't be afraid to ask them to teach you. This might surprise you, but kids love showing adults how things work, especially when it's something they know more about. Next time your grandchild is using an app or game you don't understand, try saying, "Wow, that looks interesting. Can you show me how it works?" You'll be amazed at how proud they feel being the expert for once. Plus, it gives you insight into what they're actually doing on those devices. Just last week, my grandson taught me how to use a drawing app on his tablet. Not only did I learn something new, but we ended up spending the whole afternoon creating silly pictures together. That's the beautiful thing about technology. When we use it together, it can actually bring us closer rather than pushing us apart. And here's one more do to leave you with today. Do educate yourself about online safety. I know. The internet can seem like a scary place sometimes, but the truth is, with a few basic precautions, we can help keep our grandkids safe while still letting them enjoy technology. Simple things like making sure parental controls are on, knowing which apps they're using, and teaching them not to share personal information online can make all the difference. Remember when we used to teach our kids not to talk to strangers? Well, now we need to teach our grandkids the digital version of that same lesson. The words might be different, but the loving intention behind them is exactly the same. Now, I know this is a lot to think about, but don't worry, we're just getting started. There are more wonderful ways to connect with our grandkids in this digital world, and some important things we should probably avoid too. So why don't we continue this conversation and explore how we can make technology work for our grandparenting, not against it. One of the most beautiful things about being a grandparent is watching the world through your grandchild's eyes, especially when it comes to technology. Those little fingers swipe a screen faster than we can blink, and suddenly, they're showing us things we never knew existed. But here's the secret. We don't have to keep up with every trend to stay connected. We just need to focus on what really matters, keeping them safe while making memories that last. Let's talk about another important do. Do embrace video calls, but make them special. Remember when long-distance calls used to cost a fortune? Now, with a tap of a button, you can see your grandkids' faces no matter how far away they live. But here's how to make these moments meaningful instead of just routine. Try turning video calls into mini events. Read them a story, show them something you're cooking, or even play a simple game like I Spy through the screen. My friend Martha sets up Wednesday cookie time with her grandkids. They both bake cookies during the call and compare who's turned out better. It's not just a chat, it's an experience they all look forward to. Now for an important don't overshare on social media without permission. We all love posting those adorable grandkid photos, right? But before you share that picture of them in the bathtub or having a meltdown, stop and think. Would their parents be okay with this? Would your grandchild appreciate this being online when they're older? A good rule of thumb is to always ask first. Better yet, create a private family group where only close relatives can see those precious moments. That way, you're still sharing the joy, but safely and respectfully. Here's another do. Do use technology to bridge the generation gap. Instead of seeing their video games or apps as something foreign, why not try them together? You might be surprised at how much fun you can have. One grandfather I know plays Minecraft with his grandson every Sunday. At first, he had no idea what he was doing, but now, they've built entire virtual worlds together, and more importantly, they've built a stronger bond. You don't have to be perfect at it. In fact, your grandkids will love laughing with you as you figure it out. And here's a don't. That's crucial. Don't ignore the signs of screen addiction. We all know how easy it is for kids and adults to get lost in screens. If your grandchild can't put down their device even during a visit, or if they get overly upset when it's time to stop, it might be time for a gentle conversation with their parents. Suggest screen-free activities when they're with you. Board games, crafts, or even just talking about their day. Sometimes kids don't realize how much they've missed real-world connection until they're fully immersed in it. One of my favorite success stories? A grandmother who noticed her granddaughter was always on her phone during visits. Instead of lecturing, she started a photo scavenger hunt, giving her granddaughter missions to take pictures of things in the neighborhood, a red flower, a funny-shaped cloud. Suddenly, the phone became a tool for adventure rather than isolation. Technology isn't going away, but neither is the need for human connection. The key is finding that balance, where screens bring us together instead of keeping us apart. And guess what? There's even more we can do to make that happen. You know what warms my heart? Thinking about all the ways we can blend the best of our childhood memories with the reality of our grandchildren's world today. Because here's the beautiful truth. Being a grandparent in the digital age isn't about resisting technology or surrendering to it completely. It's about weaving it into your relationship in ways that feel right for both of you. Let's talk about one final do. Do create hybrid traditions that honor both worlds. Maybe it's teaching them how to bake your famous chocolate chip cookies while letting them film the process for their pretend cooking show. Or reading them a physical storybook, then watching the animated version together afterward. These blended moments show them that their digital world and your analog wisdom can coexist beautifully. I'll never forget the time my grandson asked to record me telling stories about the olden days. His words, not mine, on his tablet. Now we have our own private video archive of family memories. Now here's our last don't let guilt or fear drive your decisions. If you accidentally forward a scam email or can't figure out how to join their Roblox game, it's okay. What matters isn't technological perfection, it's showing up with love. Some of my favorite moments with my grandkids have come from laughing together at my tech blunders. Remember, they won't cherish you for your TikTok skills. They'll cherish you for being fully present in their lives. As we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought. The most important technology we have isn't in our phones, it's in our hearts. Those unbreakable connections we build through shared laughter, inside jokes, and quiet moments of understanding. Whether you're sending a silly meme or teaching them to knit, what matters is that unmistakable grandparent magic that no app can replicate. So tell me in the comments, what's your favorite way to connect with your grandkids in this digital world? Have you discovered any creative solutions that work for your family? Your ideas might inspire another grandparent trying to find their footing. If this resonated with you, hit that like button. It helps spread these ideas to more grandparents navigating this journey. And if you'd like more tips on joyful grandparenting in today's world, consider subscribing. After all, our grandkids aren't the only ones who can keep learning new tricks. Here's to the timeless love that no software update can ever replace. Now go make some memories, whether they're captured on a smartphone or simply stored in your hearts. Until next time, happy grandparenting. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep the circle growing.